Today's topic is want to be better in sales. You want to be better in sales. I believe there are 4 Ps that will help you be better in sales, that will help you be a top earner in whatever it is that you're doing. Pipeline, posture, position, perspective. Pipeline, how many people are you talking to? Position, understanding the position of your prospect. And that means in marketing and also in prospecting. You should know your position. Your position is, it's awesome. I love it. It's amazing, right? But knowing the position of the prospect, that's what actually dictates what you should be saying. So when you're in a conversation with someone, in the absence of progress, you fall back on position. What position are they? Did they raise their hand? Did they tell you that they're interested? Did they watch the video? Did they take a sample? What's their position? Very important. Okay. Posture, managing the energy of the conversation. So the other day I was on with a direct sales team, and they sell a high ticket water ionizer, right? And I coach a lot of them. Some of you are on. And she said, "What's the number one thing?" Because I've coached, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've probably coached at least a dozen $1 million a year earners in that company. And this lady asked me, I was on a call yesterday with a team, and she asked me, "What's the number one thing that when you train people in my company, it's helped them?" And I said, without a doubt, no question, posture, managing the energy of the conversation. Okay. And so think about 2 stick figures. If a prospect pulls away, you pull away. Okay. So it's not, "Hey, did you get a chance to watch the video?" "No, I've been real busy." "Oh man, come on, watch the video already. Come on. Right? No, it's like, "Okay, no problem. I got to prioritize my time and get with people that did. But I can follow up with you in a couple of weeks." Posture. They pull away, you pull away. You got to manage that energy. You're not chasing, begging, or bugging, but that's what most people do. That's why they're not making sales, because you think it's like arrogance or something like that, but it's knowing and believing in what it is that you have, right? Believing in what you have, regardless of their acceptance or approval or agreement, knowing what you have and how good it is. You having posture helps you close more sales. And that's one thing I've noticed about every single top recruiter, every top earner I've ever met. They have posture. And most of the times, the people that are doing a lot of work but not making sales don't. They just don't. So you need to lead people. You need to manage the energy of the conversation. Okay. And so pipeline, how many people? Position, where are my prospects? Where are they in the conversation? Posture, am I managing the energy of the conversation? Do I believe in my product, service, or opportunity? And last is perspective. Where do you spend the majority of your time in your mind? So if you are, because the truth is, you'll always verify what you believe to be true. And, at our sales evolution workshop, we had my friend and client, International. His name's International. Imagine that. And he's not Pitbull. He said, he used to like write scripts for Hollywood and stuff like that. And he said, I thought it was really cool how he put it. He said, we all have scripts in our head and in our belief systems, and we're looking for characters to play the roles. Isn't that interesting? So when we think that, we're just not very good at what we do, we actually look for characters to fill the roles to prove us right. So most people are proving themselves right that they're not very good versus becoming rich and growing in wealth and growing in their sales. Okay. I do talk a lot about that kind of thing. Faith-driven wealth. One of my chapters is 21 Reasons You're Broke. Talks a lot about sabotage. Okay. So pipeline, position, posture, perspective, those 4 Ps will help you get better in sales when you understand them. Let me give you one more thing. So last night on our sales and marketing mentorship, we had my good friend, Emily, and she's amazing. I'm so proud of her. Emily is a deaf mama, right? Hard of hearing, deaf mama. And she, prior to joining our sales and marketing mentorship, she had gone 2 years without making a sale. She recently made a sale, so we really celebrated her. And what she sells is a high ticket thing. So she made, thousands of dollars, or yay. And so last night, he's like, I kind of feel like here I am talking about how to be financially free, but I'm not financially free. And I think she was struggling with imposter syndrome. Okay. Now you don't have to admit this, but some of you struggle with imposter syndrome. I'm not accusing you. I'm saying that you struggle with it. You in your head, you're like, am I being an imposter? And The thing to understand is imposter syndrome isn't now, if you're just straight out lying, if you're like, hello, I'm financially free and you can be too, and you're not, okay, that's okay, you're being an imposter. But if you're professing what your service, product, or opportunity can do for someone, whether you've achieved it or not, that's not imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome to me is you saying you want to change the world, but you're not willing to get uncomfortable. So when someone says, I want to change the world, I just want to help so many people, but they're not willing to get uncomfortable, that's imposter. So be willing to get uncomfortable, be willing to show up, and just think about how crazy this logic is. Okay. Some of you promote opportunities for someone to make more money. And the reason you're not promoting your opportunity is because you're not yet making money. How do you become financially free if you're not willing to go and tell people about the system? Because it's more about the system than it is about you. It's about the platform, the system, the program that you're promoting. And if there's anyone in your company that has created success without your help, then it's possible. And so it's not about like think about how crazy this is. People will sabotage without even realizing it. So they'll say, well, I just can't promote this until I'm financially free, but I can't be financially free until I promote this. Hello, that doesn't make sense. You ain't never going to get there. So you'll never impact other people. If you believe in your product, service, or opportunity, but you're not prospecting other people, it's because you're more worried about how you look to others than possibly helping them at a time in history where more people need help than ever before. So get uncomfortable. Focus outward. Proverbs says, keep your eyes forward. Don't turn to the left or right. Keep your foot from evil. Focus forward. Jesus said, if you want to be first, make yourself last. What does that mean? Make everyone else first. You focused on helping others, serving others, and at least offering them, right? One of the Proverbs, the hand of the diligent makes one rich. What's that mean? The one that's making offers, the one that's meeting people, the one that's connecting with others, the one that's helping people up. So you got to have a diligent hand of doing reach outs, of doing offers, of connecting with people, networking with people. You got to have a diligent hand if you want to become rich. And by the way, for those that are, believe in the poverty gospel, I do talk a lot about that in the Faith Driven Wealth. Well, Proverbs 10:22 tells us that the blessing of the Lord makes one rich and he adds no sorrow with it. That's more money, no problem. Psalm 35:27 says the Lord delights in the prosperity of his servant. Whoopsies. And so it's okay for you to have money. It's okay for you to get money. Just don't let money have you. Don't let it be your source of identity, safety, security, status, significance, which is what it is for most people. Chapter 1 of Faith Driven Wealth, I say, money was my master, but only when I was broke. That's true. That's when I obsessed about money, when I didn't have any. And that's where a lot of people are too. You think that just having of money makes you evil or bad or something. Not true. And so one thing I've realized over the last 20 years of teaching sales teams and leaders is that if I teach you how to close, you will magically do more prospecting because you feel more comfortable. When someone doesn't know how to close, it's rare for them to actually prospect big numbers because they don't know what to do if the person actually is interested. And so I actually believe in learning closing before you focus on learning prospecting, which sounds strange. But if you know how to walk someone through a sale and you know how to close the sale without being pushy or aggressive, then you're actually naturally going to be better at prospecting. Don't you want your teammates to be better at closing? Doesn't that make sense? Do you know someone that struggles with closing? This would help them. And so feel free to tag them. I appreciate you so very much. I hope this was helpful to you. God bless you and your family and the work of your hands. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.